Good evening, everyone. We are Team SGUB. And before we get started with the presentation, we'd like to say special thanks to our sponsor, Arcos, for letting us work on this amazing project. Thanks, Dave. Right.
Okay. So we are doing the presentation now, so you can see in progress. So it's currently right now we are doing this, and we are going to slide into the presentation. Back to Joe.
So before we talk about anything else, let's talk about some background information. Severe bleeding is the leading cause of death and trauma-related injuries. And when you compare the quality of healthcare in rural areas versus urban areas typically experience more deficiencies. Especially in things like first aid, longer wait times, and lack of resources can really make the situation more complicated.
Alright, so in theory, if you were to apply first aid to a patient that's injured, the injury should be greatly mitigated. However, that's only if it's treated properly. For example, let's say me and Jeremy is walking down the street and bam, I got shot. So luckily Jeremy had the first aid kit on him. However, Jeremy, do you know how to use the first aid kit?
I do not.
Alright, I'm probably dead. Alright, so our vision for the future is to automate trauma care through integrated medical devices. So now if Jeremy had one of the devices, I probably would have swiped.
And our first step in this vision is our Trauma Intervention App, or TIA for short. Thank you.
This app is cross-platform mobile application, and it will be used for initial trauma care in pre-hospital setting where there is no access to the things like internet.
Thanks.
The main function for this application is that take the user input and generate a recommendation that depend on the input. And secondary function is like modify patient data and generate graph for it.
So before you fall asleep and look at your phones again, let's start off with a live demo of our application.
Okay. Let's turn to live demo. So here you can see our app icons top left. It's called Trauma Intervene because the app can only fit this length of the word. It's actually App Store limitation. So if you want to publish, if it's longer, actually will be dot dot dot. If you longer than that, if you do like a trauma intervention, you go over that. So it's actually a good point to care for when you do on the iOS data. And let me start that. So our app has currently two main functions. One is for searching, and one is for add a patient. So you can add a new patient when there's an emergency situation, like I will do this example. So you can just go click the button, and you go to the first page. You can add a new patient, and it will show you the prompt. And then this one you don't have to finish typing. You can just go directly here to go to the monitor, the second tab, and then go tap the top right. So you will go to the simulation tab, and you will go you type the input. You can type the input. This for simulation data. So either from the medical device or you input it. So you will record second by second. And then after this, you can see there's for example, the oxygen is 89.5. If it's over 90, here's actually an instruction page for you to see if it's monitoring or if it's less than 90 in the oxygen level. It will show you to keep track below the. For example, if here become 80, then the next you will say try to increase until above 90, so the patient's in good care in the emergency situation. So you can do this really quick, and then go back to fill out the rest of the information if you need, or you don't have to. You will actually put the placeholder over there, and you can see it like this patient got shot, and yes, 140. I estimate like around 140 pounds, and then probably 3 estimate lost blood, and pen level about 3, maybe 4, later, and 4. Yeah, like that. And then you can go back to the search, and you will see in the button there's a simulation data in front. And then here in the view patient page, you can actually see the info type. You didn't input the name, so it will give you the simulation data hashtag the view ID. And then it will show the same shot and got 1 point count and 3 liter loss and then 4 pen level. And you can also check the data was inputted from the every second. And you can go to the next page for the next 50 seconds. And then also we have the chart to visualize how the patient was by the second in the below. And you can also pinch this to zoom in. And then you can go around to see each second. Or go back to the overview. And the green one actually does have meaning. It means this one is in good condition. So 120 for the blood pressure systolic, and then 87 for the blood pressure diastolic. And then see the red ones, that's the oxygen level. There's something wrong with the oxygen level. So you have to keep an eye on this for the people taking care of the patient. So you can see that. And we also have heart rate, CRI, and hemoglobin. So this one is in a good condition, so you show screen. And we can also change the nickname if we found out, okay, we give a nickname for the patient, so easier to do the recognition, so we know who this patient is, so easier for the trauma care person to take care of them. So you can click the top right, there's a edit, you'll go back to the name. So you can back to, for example, like Tony Stark. He got showered.
Oh no.
And we'll take care of him. So when you go back, and you can go back here to search. So you can search for Tony Stark. Yeah, and you can also do filter. Say the pen level was 4 for Tony Stark, so you can say, okay, I want to see greater than 3. So you can see Tony Stark level there, and you can actually use equal. So if it's 4, you can see only Tony Stark at the highest level. So you can see that, and it does show you the 4 pen level. So filter out the patient easier for you to find when you have multiple patients to take care of. And we also have the error checking when we go to the simulation data part. So when you type like 100, this one 1000, that one is too high. You don't have the blood pressure this high. So. And then it will show you to input the correct number for the every second input. And then also it will prompt you on the recommendation page from the edit page. So you don't have to navigate all the way back to the first page like this. You don't have to like click back to here. You can just use the search page inside here to do the modification. So you don't have to like keep going back. So this is about our demo for the our entire care functionality, and you can see there's a different. You can store different patient like there's Endman have different data, or panels have different care need to be done. Oh, and you can also add a new patient from here if you don't want to just go back to see the animation part, so it saves time. Just navigate it here. So you can also add a new patient here. Like another good shot, maybe. Let's get a shot. Yeah. Or maybe 4. Just 4. Better a little bit. And then Yeah, and then that's pretty much our overview for this application, trauma intervention app.